It's Black Working Mother, and we thought it's amazing to open the show with Black Panther. Welcome to Black Working Mother. Finally, it's here. I get to feature my sister Nancy. I'm so excited. Yeah, everyone's talking about this movie. It's, I guess, causing a lot of vibes in a good way about how you can have an all-black cast. Now, it saddens me a bit that it's so amazing that we're having an all-black cast. But I guess because it's such a high-profile movie, I wanted to kind of get your thoughts on what you think this means to you and generally to representation for Black people.
The thing with this movie is it's less about what it is and more about what it means.
Yeah.
And what it means is that kids have superheroes
That look like them.
you know?
Woo!
And I'll just tell you a little story. Remember Mallory Towers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Enid Blyton?
Enid Blyton, the books we used to read about the boarding school.
All the time.
I remember when Dad said to me, "You're going to boarding school." I was so excited because I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm going to ride
Mallory
horses
Towers.
and eat sausages in this wonderful place called Uganda," because that's what they did in Mallory Towers.
Yeah.
And then I got to my boarding school, and there was this building, and I was like, "Surely those are the horses' stables." That was my dormitory, you know. And this is when I realized that maybe Mallory Towers is not my reality.
It's not a representation of the kind of boarding schools.
It's not a representation of my life, of
to.
my, you know. Why do we still have charts that say A is for apple? How many African kids in Uganda
Have access
eat
to
apples every
on a
day?
daily basis.
They don't grow in our orchards.
So A should be for what? A Johnny?
I don't know. Something.
That's a local brew.
Yeah, something.
I don't know, kids' local brew, maybe not.
More relevant to us. But anyway, the point here is that the power of representation cannot be understated. It is so important to see people who look like you succeeding at things, achieving things, innovating. It does something indescribable.
It opens
for
up your
psyche.
possibilities.
Exactly.
Like, okay, there's a range of possibilities. I watched a series called, I forget what it's called, but it's really emotional. It's on one of the channels. And this child was adopted by a white family. And he went to his white father and said, "I'm looking for my biological dad." And then when his dad realized the people he had listed that he wanted to talk to, he was shocked. Guess the kind of people that were listed there. Butchers, janitors.
Wow.
Basically, Black people were not doctors, they were not lawyers. And this was a 5-year-old child who was already understood that the only people who could possibly have sired him biologically are people in a certain bracket. Now that's powerful for me because it means that at the end of the day, you can only be what you see around you.
Absolutely. And there's a more scientific example of this. I'll put a link below to the actual study, but it was done in one of the UK universities, the prominent UK universities, about the movie The Queen of Katwe.
Yes.
And they had a control group, and the group they were doing the study on, they showed the movie to them just before their exams. And the kids who watched the movie of this young girl excelling in chess performed better in their exams than the kids who didn't.
Okay, that's absolutely shocking.
Isn't that mad? I'm going to put the link
that is
below because a study found that. So you can't deny that there is a link between what you see on the screen and how that reflects the world you live in.
So as a parent, I find it hard to put my child in Ben 10 clothes and because these are the people he looks up to as a kid. You're looking at these cartoons, you're like, oh, Ben 10, or, you know, and they're all white, blonde hair, blue eyes. Now, I've got nothing against those guys because they represent a particular kind of people, but I am saddened by the fact that I have to expose my
representation.
It's the only representation of my child, and I have to expose my poor child who's going to watch Cartoon Network for a certain amount of his day to only that kind of entertainment. But if we have superheroes who are Black, because that allows him to see that actually people who save other people's lives who are great can be the same color of skin as me. And the reason I can't understate this enough is because even when we get into the workplace, the same thing follows us around. You hear, omuzungu yakola yazimba. That's a Ugandan colloquialism for, the white man has built or is great. And I'm like, we need to take back that power. Egyptians were black. They built the pyramids. Mathematics started in Africa. There are all these great things that were pioneered in Africa, and African children don't realize how brilliant they are because they are constantly told that the only pioneers of great engineering, of great feats, have to be a different color of skin from them. And that just kills me. Probably not what you were thinking about a Black Panther review, but here we go. It's quite deep, quite serious, but I do believe that there's more to this movie than meets the eye. And I'm so glad it's gotten good reviews. So glad. And I think that you should look at Black Panther as just another example of the ways in which we are so great as a race, as black women and men. And it should inspire you to not give less than your best in whatever you do.
And also, I think it's important to say that pro-black does not mean anti-white. Anything else,
or grey, or red.
It's not any of that. Yeah. It's just, we must also realize that the truth is black has not been seen as powerful, as good, as smart, as all these things. And that's what is working here, is that representation needs to be broadened.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're happy about. That's what we're celebrating. And the more it happens, I mean, now I see kids' books, with Africans in them, people who look like us, who have hair like ours. And it's just great that those representations are coming out now.
Yeah, I don't know if this is relevant, but I don't buy my daughter anything that has blonde hair, blue eyes on it. If I have to buy her shirts, those shirts will just be black, And people think I'm overdoing it. But I must control the things that she sees, because when I buy those things for her, I am also endorsing them. And she sees me endorsing them. So this has gone on a little longer than most episodes of Black Working Mother usually do. But it's because I'm so passionate about this. I think, we're, like Nancy said, we're not anti any other color. But the truth is we have been at a disadvantage, and we need to claim back that advantage by not putting ourselves down. So let's go out there and let's be excellent. So the next time you're tempted to throw rubbish out of your car, you guy, I was behind you, just don't do it. Black excellence means even in the small things,
Absolutely, yeah. You can't create a reality that doesn't exist. So much as we talk about the narrative and the representation, we've got to have the reality to back it up, and that's up to us.
Totally agree. So go out there, be great, be awesome, and we will talk to you next time on Black Panther. Black Working Mother. Subscribe here.
Copyright issues there.
I tell you. Subscribe here. Please drop a comment in the comment section, and let's share this video so we can spread the love. Till next time.